Welcome to all the classic car enthusiasts. I said I'd draw this this competition on the one I did on the Henry Ford story about the generator that he had in his factory. So I've got so the name of the guy, the scientist, engineer, mathematician, is Charles Proteus Steinmetz was his name, and I got a lot of emails. I don't know, 30 odd I think it was, and everybody got it right. So the winner is Matthew Emmett from Oxfordshire. So it seems to me that the technical questions I was asking, I didn't get that many replies, so it's obviously people like a little bit of trivia, whether it's true or not. And just to finish on that Ford thing, there's a story, whether you're aware of it or not, I don't know, but there's a story going around that when Henry Ford made the Model T, he went to a company to make the transmissions, the gearboxes, and it was obviously millions of dollars contract for them, and he basically said he would give him the order if they put him in a packing case of Henry Ford's design, and they said, yeah, no problem, Mr. Ford, we can do that. So he made a drawing, and this box that the gearboxes were sent in to Ford's factory had hinges on them, so that when they opened them, they hinged open. But they had holes cut in them in different places and different profiles, which had there was no reason to have them for the gearbox itself. There was bits cut out, corners cut out, round pieces, holes in certain areas, and it had bore no relation to the gearbox itself. And the company said, you know, this packing case is a bit over the top, you know. And Henry Ford said, well, if you want the contract, I want it in the packing case exactly as I designed it to those specs. And they said, yeah, sure, they did it. So apparently then what happened was they sent all these gearboxes to the Ford factory, and they would open them up, lay them out, take the transmission, the gearbox out, and put them in the car. And the packing case made the floor of the Model T Ford, so the holes were in it for the pedals to go through, the pieces were cut out to go around the fenders, and so on. That's the story. Now people in the Ford forum say that the chances are this is not true, but Ford, along with William Lyons, were very well known for being kind of cheapskate, not cheapskate, but trying to save money on the vehicles, because they put them out at a certain price. And there's lots of stories about Jaguars, the same thing about the door handles on E-types coming from Mark 10s, which is actually not true. The moulding might be similar, but the button is round on an E-type, and on a Mark 10 it's kind of oval shaped. So there's a lot of myths, a lot of urban myths, legends about these things. But if you actually look at a Model T Ford, have a look at the picture of a Model T Ford floor, and it does look like an old packing case. Apparently where the myth started was they found old bits of packing cases in the back of the Model Ts to shore up the back seat. But whether this is true or not, I don't know, but it's a good story anyway. Anyway, so as I say, the winner is Matthew Emmett from Oxfordshire, and I'll get a t-shirt out to you now. So I won't be doing any more t-shirts for a while, and I'll leave it for a few weeks or a few months, and then I'll start something up again. But I will give you a bit of trivia like this Henry Ford one. So just to let you know, for people who are just watching in, for some reason the subscription seems to go up and down like a yo-yo. I don't know why, but anyway, maybe I'm boring them. Anyway, so just to let you see, there's a couple of things. While I was in England, I bought a very old shear, a press, a foot-operated shear, and it's from FG Edwards, who make the big English wheels, the big cast, and this thing's a big casting. I would think turn of the century, 1900 and something. Anyway, I bought it, and I'll bring it back when I bring the engines back from the UK, and I've got a picture here of it. I'll let you have a look at it, and I'll just look at that's it there. I don't know if you can see it very well. You can see that it's got the FJ Edwards Limited London N Northwest 1. Lovely old machine. It needs a bit of tidying up, but in fact I'll pick up the camera and you can see it, maybe see it better. In fact I'll take it down here and you can see it. So let's bring this light over a little bit. There we go. So that's it there. You can see it's a really nice machine. It needs a bit of tidying up. Probably weighs about a ton. Anyway, I bought this. The company the guy I bought it off, he's got an electrical one, and that's the back of it. You can see the treadle. Oh, it's really old, quite old-fashioned, but it works. The guillotine's wonderful. It's all cast. If anybody's out there who knows, obviously these were slides that were attached here, so you could put big sheets of metal on it to go through the guillotine. But I'm not quite sure what that's for, and I see it on others. So if anybody knows why that hole or that half pipe is in there like that, there must be a reason for it. Maybe something sat in there, I don't know. Maybe a roller. But if anybody knows, could you drop me an email? Anyway, so I bought this thing, and then I was looking on eBay or the internet to see if there was any others for sale, and I found something, but it's an American brand, which is Pexto. This one here. And there was another one there. This one has a finger guard on it. Oh, they do both have finger guards, and I don't think that one does. Anyway, and I was looking at the price of these things, and I thought, geez, I didn't realise how expensive they are. And I would think they're the same kind of era, if anybody knows. But that one's $1,750, $1,750, and this guy's wanting. Oh yeah, it is for a clip, but it doesn't show what that does. And this one's $2,750. But and the nice thing about it is I paid 200 quid for this, so I'm well pleased. The fact that it's a piece of art as well, and it's usable, I use it for shearing all my metals, is great. Anyway, so yeah, so this is a thing that will be coming here, but it won't be till October. And then I wanted to show you, what else have I got to show you? Ah, yes. And another project coming up for people is this. This is like a gypsy caravan, and as it turns out, a friend of mine gave me a complete set of bogies, the wheels and the axles and everything, and they're around about 120, 130 years old, in very good conditions. Axles, even the brakes on it still work, the block brakes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to recreate, not this exactly, but something very similar to this down in our garden. I'm going to make it like a gypsy caravan. Obviously it won't be horse drawn, and what I'll do is I'll use the hinges from, as you can see on this one, it's another style one, well painted up, and I'll use the hinges from the two XKs, because I've got 4 of them, and I'll use the drop down shackles. So that's a project that's going to be done alongside all this other stuff. And the idea is I'll put this down by the pool, so when people want to get changed out of their swimwear, they can go inside and get changed. I just think it'd be nice. What I'm going to do is actually make this detachable from the main buggy, because I won't be able to store it over the winter otherwise at that height. I don't have the height in my garages to do that, so I'm going to put this on a metal slide and then take it off. So that's a project for the future, so if you're interested in that kind of stuff, look in. So yeah, I haven't done much more to the XK. I'm now going to start on all these pieces on the back and cut out over there, and that's really all there is. Today I've been doing so much work in the garden. It's I've had to cut all the grass in the front round the pool and round the back, and do all sorts with the apple trees and everything. So I've not had a lot of time to get on with cars, but tomorrow, Monday, I'll be very busy. Anyway, like I say, congratulations to Matthew, and I'll get it sent out to you as soon as possible. So please stick with us, and I'll give you, I say, maybe every other video a little bit of trivia, see if you like it or not. So take care. Thanks for everybody joining in, much appreciated, and bye for now. Take care. Bye.